Hey, if you're listening to this, chances are you're tired, not just physically, but tired of holding it together all the time. Welcome to Strong Her, because being strong doesn't mean being invincible. It means being real. This podcast is for anyone who shows up even when they don't feel ready, for anyone who's been the strong one so long that they forgot what it feels like just to be human, and for anyone who's realizing that strength isn't pushing through everything, it's knowing when to pause. I'm Altrice, and I created this space because I've learned the hard way that pretending you're okay doesn't make you strong. It just makes you tired. Real strength looks like setting boundaries and you that you used to feel guilty about. It looks like admitting you don't have all the answers. It looks like growing without punishing yourself. Here, we talk about the messy middle, the in-between seasons, the goals that you're still figuring out, and the versions of you that you're learning to let go of. So if you're walking into a new year or just a new week, just trying to do better without burning yourself out, you're in the right place. Take a breath. You don't have to be invincible here. And welcome to Strong Her. Okay, so now that we've gone through the introduction, let's be real. Now that the new year has come in and we've got it all together, everyone loves to say, New Year, new me, New Year's resolution, all those goals. Everybody wants to go to the gym, get a gym membership, and say, Oh, I'm going to be fit, fine, all of it. And next thing you know, by February, the 100 people that went to go sign up for that gym membership, they gone because the goal really didn't matter. So let's be real when we talk about SMART goals. SMART goals doesn't mean that you have to have book smart. It's just about let's being real because real talk, motivation lies, but capacity does not. So we have to ask ourselves, what can I realistically handle right now? Because you have to know your capacity. If you don't know your capacity, you're going to overwhelm yourself and run yourself crazy. If it exhausts you, your goal needs to be smaller, period. Strong doesn't mean stretch yourself thin to where you have a mental breakdown. Because when in doubt, I'm not trying to crash out. You don't look good in a jumpsuit, and I don't either. So let's stay out of off the internet and let's stay actually accomplishing those goals. So one thing about it for sure is that the S in SMART stands for you gotta be specific. You wanna be clear, not complicated. If it needs to be a paragraph, it's too much. It's too much. If you're sitting up here, bad SMART goal is, oh, I wanna get my life together. You wanna be specific. You wanna be clear. How are you gonna get your life together? You want to make sure that you're putting in those numbers, those objectives. What goal are you trying to meet? So let's say you want to start back journaling if that's something that you do, or taking 10 minutes out for yourself. An example could be I'll journal for 5 minutes, 3 days a week. That's real, that's measurable. And when you accomplish that goal, you look at clarity equals calm. It's just like studying for an exam that you know that you have coming up. If you don't have a clear schedule set track, you're going to run yourself crazy. Next, we got to look at it being measurable. You want to be able to track it without obsessing over it. Because when you become obsessive over it, you're going to feel like I got to get it done. I got to get it done. I got to get it done. Kind of like the little train that think it could. And then if you watch Major Payne, he gave the opposite story. And then you go down the hill, then it's too late for you to pump the brakes. But anywho, we're going to stay on topic. So you want to make sure it's measurable. You want to track without obsession. We measure to notice progress, not punish ourselves. Because some people feel like, oh, if I haven't reached their goals, they dial more into guilt. They start doing more punishing themselves and just burning themselves out more. We want to use simple numbers, minutes, days, check marks. We want progress, not perfection, because nobody's perfect. When have you ever knew somebody that was perfect? I mean, just saying. Then we also have to look at, is it achievable? All goals are achievable. You know, they always tell us if you put your mind to it, you can do it, which is true. But we also got to look at the reality of everything. If it's making your anxiety spike just thinking about it, then 9 times out of 10, you need to revise it. Cut the goal in half, then half again. We have to ask ourselves, can I do this on a bad day? We all have bad days. That doesn't mean we failed. That just means we're human. Everybody's human when it comes around to it. And we all have bad days. So if you can't achieve that goal on a bad day, then 9 times out of 10, it's okay. You just have to give yourself time to go back to having a good day. And that's cool. So we also look at, is it sustainable or is it not sustainable? We also have to look at sustainability equals impressive. Who you impressing? Remember, said at the beginning, is it for you or is it for somebody else? We also want to look at the R in SMART, which is relevant. Does this actually matter to you? Sometimes, as a person, I myself, oops, hit my hand. I know I'm a lover girl. Anybody is. And sometimes we'll do anything for somebody else. But does this goal matter to you? If it doesn't matter to you, you're not going to do it. You have to be real to yourself. Stop setting goals to prove something. If I will say personally, I have been down that road, but after you've accomplished that road and you didn't get the approval, you'll look lost. And from personal perspective of being real, once you get tired of dealing with the anger or whatever else the emotion that you feel from not feeling the approval, you're going to be all over the place and not know who you are. And it's hard. And that's speaking from personal experience. So you have to ask yourself, is this for you or for approval? Does this support your healing, your peace, or your stability? My long-term goal, honestly and realfully was, at first it was just stability. But now I switched it over to longevity. And so far, I think I'm doing pretty good. So if it doesn't align, it's gonna drain you. Been there, done that. We also want to look at time bound, gentle deadlines, not pressure, because deadlines should guide you, not threaten you. We're not in school anymore. You should not be giving yourself personally those 11:59 deadlines before it's turned in. Like I said, some people can thrive under pressure. I know for me, I can't. I got to get it done and in a timely manner because that brings so much anxiety for me personally. But remember, it's not about me. I'm just trying to get us back on track for smart goals. And to me, it's all about relativity and longevity, not just the here and the now. How is it going to benefit me in the future? So that's what we have to look at using flexible time frames. You want to build in rest and margins. So when building in rest, if you go to the gym 3 days out the week, if you just start going hard, where you going all 5 days, you gonna have all type of cramps, Charlie horses, all of that. You are allowed to adjust without quitting. It's okay. As long as you are reaching that goal, you're going to be fine. But first, you want to make sure that you are using the flexible time frames. If not, just imagine you're going to be in that 50 people who started off the year with those New Year's resolutions of wanting to have it be summertime fine. But instead, you're going to be half of those people that still got by the summertime a muffin top. So with that, I want you guys to take into account that smart goals, they're going to align with you, whether you like it or not. But we also have to look at the reality check. Strong Her, as stated in the beginning, is a space for people to feel welcome, to be able to be vulnerable, to be human. So, as I stated, Happy New Year's. And before I go ahead and end off this episode, goals should support your life, not overwhelm it. So, I want to encourage you guys to pick one goal this month, make it small, make it kind, make it doable. Because here at Strong Her, it's where strength is human and growth is intentional.
It's so silly.